What's up, everybody? Hi, good evening. I'm back earlier than I expected. How's everyone doing tonight? What's up, Caffeine? Yeah, if you understand Black Desert, you'll understand the title of my stream tonight. But you have to understand Black Desert, otherwise you're gonna think I'm a freak. I mean, it's okay if you do anyways, but you have to get it. What's up, Fuzzy? It's been so long. Well, hi, welcome back. How are you? Glad you could make it. Okay, so I'm really hoping that the graphics don't go crazy on me here, because this game is really graphics intensive. Hey, what's up? Thank you for the follow. Welcome. But we will find out. Yeah, whatever. Let me play. I'll lower the settings if need be. I think I have frame generation on. Hello, RDN. Welcome. How are you? What? How you doing, Mexican Empire? Is my lip syncing? Yeah, my lip syncing is working. No, it's not actually. Well, whatever. Let's pay attention to the cutscene. So I'm excited to see what connection to Black Desert this has. I've noticed in some of the what do you call it, trailers and whatnot, they have like the history of ruins, which are these like magic golem robot things. Am I supposed to do something? No, I'm not. Okay. It's just being cinematic. Hello, Sako. Parasites with fiberglass or worms with acid. The fun acid or the dangerous acid? What's up, Darion? How are you? RDN, we are playing Crimson Desert. What's up, Eric Santana? Please say Bobby Boo. Sure, Bobby Boo. Okay, I think this is literally just a cutscene. You like my fox? Thank you, Eric. Appreciate that. The acid that burns through skin? Okay, then I'll take the fiberglass. Hurting a lot? Oh, what happened? Were you out practicing again? Are you like all sore and everything? What? Okay. Pearl Abyss, what is going on? Why are you guys being so cinematic? Is this a loading screen? You can hear me pressing like every button and nothing is happening. Am I supposed to just shut up and enjoy the aesthetic? I have ADHD, I can't do that. How are you doing today, Eric? Squatting today in football. Dang. Were you getting all swole and everything? You getting ready to take on the whole NFL? What's going on? Claire, I am so confused. Is this the whole game? Did I accidentally buy the wrong game? Bro, I am so confused. I can't do anything. And I thought Black Desert was confusing. Welcome back, Caffeine. I think I did. I think I did too. What's up, Angel? How you doing? Or Angela, sorry. Misread. I am. I'm clicking all sorts of things. I'm pushing all the buttons. Pushing keyboard. What is this? Hello. Hello, hello. How are you? Guess you banged it on the ground or something? Well, be careful then, okay? Okay. What the hell? I guess it wasn't in focus. The game wasn't in focus. Are you kidding me? I was clicking like a madman. Hey, whatever. Who cares? I'm doing alright. Hello, how are you? Oh. Day 0. Okay, what are my buttons? That's my zoom in button. And is this my hitchhike button? He's sticking his hand out. Oh no, that's his laser beam on the ground button. Kick? I got a kick button, guys. Just like in Black Desert. Speak with Unka. Unka, Unka. Hello, Unka.
You've got to keep your bellies full in times like these.
Oh, God? Oh my God, hi. What the fuck?
Enough!
Where did you come from?
I think it's best we head to Henan. Get ourselves back in shape.
Did they just like come out of my pocket? What
we
was
must
that?
reclaim Pelu, no matter what.
Okay. That was weird. Epic music, I know. Yeah, that was so long, but I think I'm gonna blame myself a little bit there because I don't know what happened.
Come on now, keep it together.
And now people are just appearing out of nowhere.
Giles.
Aye, he was a good man. And the black bear that did this deserves a knife in his throat.
I'm alright,
And you'll be the
hello.
one to do it. We've got a lot of fight left. Cliff.
I'm moving in super slow motion. Does the stream look okay to you guys?
Giles' sword.
His last words were...
I think I'm moving in super slow motion. Can you guys confirm for me? Hey Velku, how you doing?
May he find peace among his brothers.
Yeah, I'm moving in super slow motion. What the hell?
Come.
At least the game looks okay
Feel for a while.
on the stream. You're tabbed out. Well, that doesn't count. So their friend got messed up by a bear. We're gonna do some bear hunting. Seriously, this is so funny. I look over and I'm like moving super slow-mo. I think I'm gonna hold on.
Rest well.
Why is everything hyperlinked? Is there internet in this
You
universe?
will be missed.
Yeah, I mean me. Do you see me? I'm moving like super slow-mo. So funny. I'm moving through porridge. Hold on one sec. God, now I'm all jittery. Ew. And also, Foxy is like frozen in place. There we go. He's all jittery too. What's up, Demon Blader? How you doing? Reminds you of the really dramatic scenes in movies when they add just a little slow motion. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? All right, let's maybe turn some of these graphics down because we're currently at 4 gigs of VRAM, which apparently is too much. So let's drop shadow quality down a bit and see what that does. Usually shadows are... Oh, ray tracing is on. No freaking wonder. Nope, that's not doing anything. Lighting quality, drop that down a bit. Reflection quality, drop that down a bit. Water quality, foliage, volumetric fog. You know what? Volumetric fog always fucks things up, especially when I was playing Monster Hunter. Volumetric fog was ruining everything. I hope one day I can have a separate PC for streaming, so I don't have to do stuff like this. Hey, thank you for sharing the live, Velku. Appreciate it. Game pulling too much resources. Yeah, it's precisely what it is. I'm trying to like find the balance though. Sorry, everybody. We're gonna drop everything down to high. Goodness, I think Waterdo is just not having a good day. How's the Rainbow Six Siege going? Are you winning, son? I'm gonna restart Waterdo real quick. Hold on. Let's close a couple of extra things too. That might help. You gotta love playing huge games like this. Okay, I should be popping back up here in a second. Any second. Oh, there we go. Still kind of laggy. I might have to end up just being Foxy for tonight. I literally think it's just Waterdo being stupid. Hello, Momo. How are you? Okay, whatever. You guys will just have to live with Slacker being a little jittery. Sorry, a little slow-mo. Okay. LB near a person or object is allow you to interact with them in various ways. Okay. I can't see the mini-map because
I'll
it's
head
way
into
down there.
town and see what I can find out. Don't worry, I'm sure I'll find a lead on them.
So just like in Black Desert, you can run into people. You're good. Awesome. I'm glad to hear it. Hello, Skox.
They couldn't catch me even if they tried.
Sure about that, Marius?
This won't be the end of things.
I just like walked right over those guys' graves. Did you see that?
How else would they know the exact moment we were away? Rotten bastards. How dare they?
Whoops. Promise I'm not doing that on purpose. I'm just getting used to my legs. I can crouch, but I can't run.
Come on.
Yams gruel
Hey,
again.
Cliff.
Wish I'd just died on the battlefield.
Just eat it, Naira. There you are. Perfect timing as always. Sit down, dig in.
We're still missing Ryan. Probably dead.
Everyone got a bowl? Yeah?
I suppose that's one less mouth to feed, eh?
Oi, could make it two less mouths, you know.
If you got a fight left in you,
Yeah, we'll cut your mouth off.
get your ass back out there. No one's stopping you. Now shut up and eat.
We're just gonna sit here sipping this pig swill. I'd rather eat a black bear's
Hey,
bleed.
you looking to get some manners beaten into you? You better fucking pick that up.
Or what, Jan? You gonna make
Hey,
me?
we're not allowed to cuss in Black Desert.
Forget it.
We're allowed to cuss here.
Bloody bastard.
Cranky ginger twat.
That's enough. Our fight isn't over.
Rip Ryan. Yeah, we're gonna beat Ryan up.
We just sat the fuck down.
I'm with that guy. I just sat down. Quit making me do things. Yeah, Velku, I'm with you on that. Like I said, hopefully one day I can afford a gaming PC and a streaming PC. No, what I'm talking about is the MMO Black Desert. They're all like, you know, oh, you can't say these words. You can't curse or whatever,
Gian
but then
has
here in
fallen.
this game they let
And
let you
with the
curse.
great leader's death,
Such
our
hypocrisy.
land, Pelun, once unified, has been plunged into chaos. And
Hold that
now,
thought.
a bloody battle unfolds between the Greymanes, who fight to uphold his will, and the Black
Greymanes.
Bear forces that seek to set it aflame.
Like in Skyrim. Hello, Erica. How are you? Welcome. Game's kind of loud. Sorry. Hold on. Let me just drop that down a little bit. Oh fuck! I'm gonna die. Okay. There we go. I should have paused. Sorry, I was trying to lower the sound a bit. The game dropped me right into the fight. Is this Fortnite? This is not Fortnite.
You all right? Look out!
Timber.
Get out of here!
Watch your back.
Okay, now I know how to fight. I said, now I know how to fight.
Your time's up.
Tell me if the game's too loud. I'm probably gonna have to turn it down in settings, because turning it down in OBS isn't doing much. See, that's what I meant to do before. Oops. What did I just do? Drop it down to like 50. Are we in a battlefield? Yes, we are in a battlefield. It's some kind of civil war, I think. Okay, how do I run? Oh, bye, Yan. RBRT. Okay, that's my special ability. Hey, how about like aiming at the people? There we go. You gonna shoot or what, buddy? Oh, I see. Okay, I see how it works. It's one button archery.
Run with your tails tucked, just like last time.
That's pretty cool. I'm guessing when we get out into the open world, that'll make it easier to do like puzzles or whatnot. Hello, Mikey. Welcome back. Onya Dayom.
Go easy, will you?
Thank you for the rose, Dayom. Or thank you for the gift. I keep forgetting. I'm not allowed to say the name of the
Get your
gifts.
fat fingers off
Yes,
me.
Mikey, I remember you. Thank you, Dayom. Also, I'm kind of laggy right now, so forgive me. Okay, B is roll. Got it. And it uses up stamina. Okay. Oh my goodness, Dayom, thank you.
The North has no place.
Get wrecked, son. Finally, irresponsibility. Isn't that such a nice part of adult life?
Long time.
Learning in progress? Did it really just give me a learning bar?
Pathetic. I expected better from the so-called protectors of Pelu. Bunch of cunts throwing your lives away.
I can't say that
Once or
word.
once, nothing. There's
Level
that
6.
kind of spirit.
You're level 6, Foxy.
But look around you. I'm the one who decides your fate. Grab him. Here.
How much health do I have? Enough, apparently.
Look at you. Flailing.
Can't really see how much health I have. I think it's in the corner somewhere. I keep getting backstabbed. Never turn your back on your enemies, guys. Oh, got him. Hello, Daom. Thank you for the bits. Appreciate it. Don't know why the bits thing is not going off.
Look at you.
What am I doing? This is a game called Crimson Desert.
Still end up bowing to me.
Oh wait, you said what are you doing? I don't know what you're doing.
Got
You're
something
enjoying the
to
stream.
say? Go on then. Out with it. I'm all ears. Well, you had your chance.
Man, I lost already?
Let this be a lesson to all you wolf whelps. Dead already. Give Gian my regards. Hunt down every last grey mane. Leave none alive.
Is this where the black spirit comes and resurrects me? This is Crimson Desert, Erica. Oh my god, I am in super slow-mo. This is weird. Also, my tracking is super broken. Oh, I've become shackled. Oh, now they're letting me run. Okay. You can do a running jump. Okay. I almost didn't make that. What are you doing? What do you mean, Daom? Precision jump. LB to look at your target location, then press X to jump. Oh. Hey, that's pretty cool. A lot of games need this feature. Jump exactly where I tell you to jump and nowhere else. Have you ever tried to do like a jump puzzle in a game? And it's like they want you to jump on a little pillar and you spend like forever trying to frickin' jump on it because your character will either jump over it or slip off of it. Did you give me bits? It looks like you gave me bits. But for some reason the thing didn't go off. What's my name? My name is Slacker. What's your name? Erica. Just climbing. Okay. I have a feeling that this game's gonna consume my weekend. Oh boy, the water is really something, huh? Well, it's okay, Dale. Don't worry about it. I mean, I hope your money didn't get wasted, you know? Nope. Whoa. Almost failed the tutorial. But you can use stickers. Oh, the emotes? Yeah. Some of those emotes are for everybody. Blinding flash. Reflect light with your sword to disrupt enemies' vision. Spot enemy weak spots and find special hidden items throughout Pywell using blinding flash. Isn't this like in Shadow of the Colossus? Aki. Hi, Aki. How you doing, my friend? Okay, press LB to enter blinding flash stance. While maintaining it with RB, move. Sorry, I'm stupid. That's not right. This is right. Okay. While maintaining RB, press LB to begin concentrating your beam. Hey yo, hey yo. Wave your hands in the air like you just don't care. Sorry. It's like a skyward strike. Oh, I see. You have to do it with the lens flare. Okay. Got it. Getting ready to cook. What you gonna cook? What's worth more here for a creator to win? Bits or tickets? Oh, the tickets, those are free. Those are for you when you watch the stream. But you know, you don't have to give me anything to watch. You can watch for free. That's totally fine. Also, thank you for sharing the live, Aki. Appreciate it. Lanterns. Lanterns useful to LB to shine the lantern may reveal hidden sea. Dog, oh my god. Are you kidding me? This game is gonna eat up my time, I can already tell. It's gonna be like, there's hidden walls. I love exploring in video games. Your name is Chun-Li? Oh, hello, Chun-Li. I'm not seeing anything yet. Unless this is the hidden secret I'm supposed to be finding. This is super cool, though. He's walking on his own. Oh, that's why. Because I was near a cutscene thing.
Welcome back from the ad break. If you hate ads, consider a sub or using your Twitch Prime.
You want to get 1,000 tickets? Well, you just got to watch the stream. You get some tickets every few minutes, and as a subscriber you get extra tickets. I'm not trying to condone subscribing, so you know, don't do it if you don't want to. I'm just telling you that's how it works. You're the chosen one? Oh my gosh. Hello, chosen one.
Greymane.
You decided to come to my stream?
Lost in thought.
What's up, Ant-Man? What's for dinner? Tonight I had chicken parmesan and a roasted potato and salad. Peony. I can pick flowers. No, let me pick more flowers, damn it. Okay, I'm gonna have to raise the water quality. I'm sorry. That is just... that is dog water.
Only just fished you.
How do I get... hold on. Oh, I see. Okay. It's a menu within a menu. That's great. Water quality. Wow, really? This is considered high?
You won't fully heal
Okay, whatever.
without proper rest.
Do mukbangs? I can't eat that much. Doggy! No, come here. No, no!
Well enough, thanks to you.
That was so close.
It's
I wanted to
time
pet the
moved
dog.
on.
Are you really sure you're well enough?
Come here, doggy. Doggy,
You can
stop.
stay as long as you like.
I'm fine, really.
10 out of 10 game. Floppy-eared bulldog? Hell yeah, that's a floppy-eared bulldog. That's the floppiest eared bulldog.
I think you should stay a bit longer.
It's so hot. For you too? Yeah, I have the air conditioning on right now. It's been 90 degrees all week. That's like 32 Celsius, I think. If you're a Celsius country. Uh-oh. What's going on, game? Hello, game? Well. Okay, there we go. You're mad? Why? What are we doing? Bro.
I'll be going now.
Well, very well. If you're heading into town, you should stop by the Hernand's Tavern. News travels fast around here, so if there's any information to be found, you'll find it there.
You got and hired a free sword?
I'll take care of this. Look, I already paid you.
We're here for the interest.
What interest?
Hey, kid, come here. Just
If
pay
you
up
could
and there
just-
won't be any trouble.
Oi,
We're
Can I
not
fight them?
asking, we're telling.
we'll beat the interest out of you. Or make
The
it
game
come out
exited the chat? Yeah, it did.
your choice. What are you gawking at?
Don't you fucking know?
Today will be your last.
Dog, do you know who I am? Can I parry, by the way? Dude, how did you survive that slash attack? Now throw their bodies in the river.
I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay, Aki.
It's not the first time those bastards
Have fun
laid into
hiding.
me.
Enjoy your burger. Hello, Bob the
Things got
Destroyer.
so
How
bad,
are you?
I was ready to pack up and leave,
Papelos?
but they got what was coming to them.
Papealos?
All thanks to you.
Huh?
Where are you headed then?
Truth is,
What is that?
I'm also
I don't know
headed
what
to
that is.
Fernand. Can I tag along? Let's set off.
Are you asking me for my papeles?
On foot, it won't take long to reach Hernand. But if you want to get to town quickly, we should ride there.
Hello,
Right with me.
Kauza. How are you?
I
Welcome.
recently came across this wild horse.
What game is this? This
won't
is
let me ride
Crimson
it.
Desert.
Maybe it'll take a liking to you.
Horsey. Give me horsey.
What's that look for? Hernand used to be one of the nicest places to
Papealos.
live.
Humiliate them by winning? Ah, then I will
With those bandits
papealos.
about, you're always looking over your shoulder.
It's that bad.
Okay, now,
It's worse than ever.
can I unlock the
The guard's been stretched thin.
R
and
do
it's
not
impossible
in this
to keep the
game?
peace. It's us ordinary folk who are paying the price.
I want Pegasus in this game. If you don't know, in Black Desert, you can get a those parakeets? How cute. But if you don't know, in Black Desert, you can get
Now, this here is one of my
a
favorite
Pegasus.
spots.
That's
The
one of
view
the
from
faster
bridge is
horses in the game.
absolutely breathtaking.
When you
It'd be a
say
shame to
"Lo
just hurry
papier," you would
past.
say "I beat
Let's
him."
take it slow.
Hello, beanie guy. Welcome.
We
How you
deserve
doing?
a little serenity.
Thank you for the
every now and
follow.
again.
Oh my gosh, did I not see the follow? Sorry about that. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Can I run, please?
I'm no fighter, but I know strength when I see it.
Yo, wait a minute.
That kind of skill will
Does
have
my
people
horse
seeking you
automatically
out,
follow him?
Remain. Some will need your help, like me.
This is rad. My
Others
horse
just
automatically
wanna see
follows
how
him.
they measure up to you. That's the only way a fighter can test their strength.
Also, why does he like run off without me? And then when I get close, he stops. Bro, right at the same speed as me. What a weirdo.
Ah, we're nearly there. That horse seems fond of you, Greymane. A horse would make traveling a lot easier.
She's talking to you?
Hernand's
Who?
bigger than you might think.
Hello, Kowser. How you doing? Epic music. What do the 3 options of the 1,000 tickets do? You'll have to remind me what the things are called. What are the options called? Hello, Diego. How are you? You found a small place to stay at the traveler's camp behind the Royal Trading Post in Hernand. Here you can lie in bed to relieve your exhaustion. Check the supply chest once you've had enough rest. Any loot you couldn't pick up during combat. Oh, there's auto looting? That's cool. So I ain't gotta worry about trying to loot everything. Alright, so there's giants in this one too. There's giants in Black Desert. Now I'm gonna go pet everything.
Good day to you.
Bark, 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 bark. Bark, 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 bark. You silly doggies. Oh my god, I can gain trust with the dogs? I'm gonna spend like 5 hours just petting the dogs and getting their trust. I'm not gonna play like any other part of the game, you just watch. Name generator? Okay, name generator lets you pick a name for a character in game. Okay, so there's nothing in the supply chest. Nothing's been looted yet, I suspect.
The air is tense.
Bentley. Do you drive a cool car, Bentley? You're not allowed in here.
Stop.
I'll handle this.
Ban and in-game action. It means you can tell me to stop doing something in-game for 5 minutes. Just like this. Oh, do I gotta dress like you guys? They're telling me my drip is lacking. Been caught lacking. They're like, nope. Sorry, loser. We mog you by like 1,000 points. Get the hell out of our sight. Catch. Dragonfly. Climb the wall. Climb the wall, stupid. Can you do it at a time when I need to fight? I like your thinking. Yes, you can. But it has to be in-game. There we go. Finally he climbs the wall.
Well met, friend.
Hmm? I can't just walk into people's houses. Okay. This game's too realistic so far.
What do you want?
Good day to you.
Did I get tricked? Do I know what Poppy playtime is? Yeah, I played all the 4 chapters so far. I have not played chapter 5 yet, though. Might play it, but I have read reviews that there are game-breaking bugs in that game that'll force you to have to restart. And I do not want to have to restart the entire playthrough.
There's a specific type of pine called the red pine.
The prototype is scary. It does look pretty scary.
Not anymore.
Wait for your joke? Go for it. I'm waiting for your joke. Arm wrestling champion? Oh boy.
Hello
okay.
there.
I'm trying, bro. Here we go. How do you get Poppy Playtime Chapter 4? You just buy it. Why is it not letting you?
I'll snap your wrist.
2, 1. Oh, God damn it. Okay, let me rematch.
That's it.
I wasn't aware of your game.
You feeling confident?
Whooped your ass.
I learned a thing or two.
Blazes, you're as strong as you look.
I just did my best. You should be proud of your own strength.
Is it giving you like an error or something, Diego?
And humble to boot. Damn. My pa always said true strength lies in humility. I suppose he meant folk like you.
You're gonna be the prototype for Halloween?
For the compliment.
Spooky.
That was a good bout.
Don't come near my house, I'll get spooked. I won't give you candy, I'll just run away.
Or something.
May your craft keep you.
Wide choice of mini games, including arm wrestling, horse taming, and target shooting, are available. Oh my lord. Like a treasure chest. Thank you, Aki. Dude, I know there's...
So I have 1,000 to keep and no choice. Gotta explore the world of choices, lol.
You heard him, damn. Wait, so with the lantern you can see what's inside of chests? So is that like money? But it's not letting me steal. Oh, do I need a mask? I think I need a mask. We can't be caught stealing, you know. Okay, I see. Alright, fine. I'm not allowed to be a criminal. Welcome back, Erica. What did he say? Ask him to say it in Spanish. He can speak Spanish if you ask him. At least I think he can. It's just not letting you. Do you have the other games installed? Because I remember I had a similar issue where I was trying to buy chapter 3, I think, and it wasn't letting me.
Dwarves cannot craft.
Well, fuck you.
Excuse me?
Well, fuck you.
Say that again.
Oh, come on.
Say that again.
Well, fuck you. Well, fuck you.
You lost.
I have a sword and you don't, brother. Okay, whatever.
My stomach is as empty as my heart.
What's wrong, brother man? Don't. Oh my god, I gotta... They keep forgetting what the button is. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Chill out. Chill out.
How are you doing, old man?
Nobody cares what I go through.
Why do I talk in a low voice?
I've got used to the indifference.
Well, that's nothing anyone should grow accustomed to. Here, this can be of help.
Because this is my voice?
Kind
I don't...
of you.
How should I talk?
A benevolent hand has finally reached
You want me to talk like this?
Please, take this. I'm sure you will find a use for it.
Is that a wooden arrow head?
What is this?
Virtue paves the path to wisdom, which shall bring us together once more when the time
Oh, it's a key.
comes. The key shall guide you.
Is this some kind
You
of riddle?
beat Poppy Playtime 3?
Wait, what did you mean?
Excuse me. Is that the sage? Oh shit. From Black Desert? That was cool. Special items on your journey will be essential to proceed with certain quests. Once they fulfill their purpose, you are free to sell or discard them. Oh boy. So you're telling me that in order to progress some quests, I need to talk to people? Great. The thing I hate most, socializing. Repeat slacker. I have to take out a clip. Huh? Repeat what? What am I repeating? What's up, Beaver? How is this game? So far, it's kind of wacky, but in a good way. And I just started, so I'm, you know, a jar. Okay, cool. I picked up a jar. Okay. Are these decorations? Am I just stealing things from the sewer to take to my house? Like some kind of weird, fucked up version of IKEA. How you doing, Beaver? Funny voice. You mean when I was talking all high like this? Because somebody doesn't believe that this is my real voice. Look, I'm not pirate software, alright? Oh shit, I can pick up barrels? That's gonna come and use... Oh, okay, well, whatever was in there is now gone. Potato? Shitty items, yeah. Quite literally, right? They're gonna go into my house and they're gonna be like, brother, why does your house smell like poop? What are you talking about? I lost me sense of smell a long time ago. Trade goods must be packaged before they can be traded. Visit Carl. There's trading in this game. Oh my god. Hi, Yuki. Welcome, welcome. Thank you very much for the gift. Garlic. I got a potato and I got a garlic. I'm just trying to remember what the jump button was. Brother, put down the fucking bow and arrow, please. So,
help me.
this feels like a trap. I don't know if I want to. Stop it. Keep pushing the wrong button. Untie. Okay.
Who are you? Please, you have to help me quickly.
Thank you, Addie. Appreciate that.
Yourself. I'm a friend. I'm here to help.
You are?
Yeah, you know, if I were in her shoes, I wouldn't be too trusting. You're tied up in a sewer and a weird man comes up behind you. I'm here to help.
About you. Here.
Oh, is this a test?
You'll need this. Care for those around you, as you have done for me.
Oh, I'm tripping balls. Okay, got it. Must be the side effect of dying and coming back to life. Artisan's metal goblet. Dude, I'm gonna be like full of candles at the end of this. Jewel box. You know what's funny is because Black Desert is just like this. There's like a bunch of random little knickknacks all over the place that you can just pick up, and suddenly you're picking up like a story quest item without even knowing about it. It's a weird game sometimes. Could I have killed her in the circle and finished the ritual? You don't pop in as often. You watch other streamers and got a light. Yeah, I know, Yuki. It's all good. Don't worry about it. What's up? Who are you? Okay, this is gonna get me in trouble.
Looking for fine steel? Well, you found the best.
What you got?
A mighty blade tests the heart of its master.
Small bag. Bullet. Oh, there's guns in this game. Sword of the Wolf. So this is worse than what I have. Got it.
Searching for a sturdy blade?
Grasshopper. I can sell my money for... Oh, no. Never mind. I was about to say. I can sell my money for money. That's weird. Okay, let's sell all this crap that I just picked up. Here. Have all this stuff I just found in the sewer. I'm sure it's not of dubious quality at all.
Soon?
I stress you out editing the clip?
I need to fix my hammer.
What do you mean? Listen to request? Okay.
Well,
You got a quest for me?
you've come to the finest blacksmith in town. Though, not at the best time. My hammer's about to give out. And even a skilled blacksmith like me is nothing without the proper tools. And I could get the wood myself from the forest nearby. But a blacksmith must never leave his forge.
Oh boy. There's life skills. Logging axe, cut down trees. Select the logging axe in your inventory. Press A to equip it. LB to aim at a tree. RB to chop it down. Turning / can fell tree. Okay. Cool. There's the freaking life skills, man. Can I go chop down the tree here in town? What expert blacksmith wouldn't have a spare hammer? I know, right? Like, oi, I'm a master blacksmith. And it's like, how come you only got one hammer? Shut up. Oh, I mean, the goblin stole me other hammer. So you really are a terrible blacksmith, then. At this point, just tell the guy to use a rock.
Have you been south of town? The tailor's is on fire.
What's that? The tailor's gonna retire. Well, good for him.
Oh, I said fire. The tailor's shop is on fire. You old fool.
Nope. That is once again the bow and arrow.
Firmly grasp it!
I did equip it, right? Oh my god, that's a lot of skills. Okay. I need abyss artifacts to enchant these, though. Anyways, or I mean, increase them. Okay, knowledge. Controls. All right. Axiom force. Okay, whatever that is. Life. Life skill tools. You can easily equip or unequip them by holding. Okay, got it. That's what I missed. Please tell me it works on every tree. Why are you guys freaking out? You ever seen a man chop down a tree before? With a bow and arrow? Maybe this is not a loggable tree. Or a choppable tree. Hello, Hollow. How are you? White lavender. Dayum, you will hear me sing at the most random of times. I don't typically sing on command. Camel cricket. Oh god, are those potato bugs? Try changing the axe with triggers. Nope, it just re-equips the bow. Maybe there's just some things that I can't chop. Beetle. Yeah, there's probably just some trees I can't chop. I mean, I'm thinking maybe that is also it, Beaver. It's just like takes a lot of chopping. Rhinoceros beetle. This is definitely not how you chop down a tree, though, so I'm... Grey Wolf bow, arrow, dagger. They're probably like claimed by somebody. Oi, mate, can't go chopping down the king's trees. I'm doing alright, Hollow. Thank you for asking. Isn't there a ticket change where I sing? Nope. I am not going to put in a thing to force me to sing. Okay, the only other thing I can think of is I have not unlocked life skills yet. So I can't... Oh, raccoon! Hi, raccoon. I probably just haven't unlocked life skills yet, so... Oh, well. Oh. I was pushing this button. What are you doing, game? There we go. I was pushing that button. You don't like raccoons? Okay, damn. You got banned on Valorant for a year? Why? What did you do? Hey, Log, you mind... What's that? Stay put. Log. Stay put, Log. There you go. Timber. AFK penalty. Why? Were you just staying in the game the lobby the whole time? Can't chop. Okay, we're done. All right, Mr. Fancy Pants. Blacksmith. There you go. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word. You go AFK too much because your family needs you. Yeah, that does seem like the kind of game that would be terrible if you you got someone who relies on you.
Move along.
Also, kind of messed up that you can't like put in a request or something and be like, hey, so I'm gonna go AFK a lot. Is there anything that I can, or just kick me out of the
I'm in a
game?
good mood again today.
Don't ban me.
Feeling light on my feet makes the day pass fast.
Can't make a mistake in front of an important guest.
Ah, you won't find pressure. Everything here was still mooing this morning.
It's a goblin waifu. You, how could you say that, Daom?
I'll set aside the best cuts
Goblins
for
are
your next visit.
adorable.
Oh, you see, a long-time customer of mine is coming soon. I'd like to celebrate their visit with a nice meal. They're especially fond of fish dishes. Problem is,
I didn't know fish
I've spent
had
my whole
dishes.
life butchering meat, but never once cooked a fish. If I mess it up, oh, I'd make the whole meal a disaster, wouldn't I? I've got all the ingredients, even got a recipe, but is there any chance you could cook it for me?
You never even met me before in your life.
I'll be able to serve this.
You gonna go live? All right, Hollow.
Don't worry.
Have fun on your live. Don't get banned from any more games. Okay, you want me to cook for you, but you won't give me... Okay, here we go. Stop bad-mouthing. Yeah, raccoons are cool. I love raccoons. Fish. Huh? Hearty toasted grains. Toasted grains, satisfying grilled fruit, filling toasted grains, blackberry oats, grilled cooking. Oh, do I need a different type of cooking? Hold on, maybe I need to read the recipe. What did I just do? Temperature and pie will vary by time and region. Your body temperature changes according to the surrounding environment. Your body temperature stays. This will lead to exhaustion, slow recovery, reaching extreme physical conditions, leaving gear, or consuming food with sufficient. Okay, got it. So like Breath of the Wild. Why is it so shiny? You can cook by blah 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 blah. Even without a recipe, you can experiment by freely selecting ingredients. Okay. That's how I cook. I just throw shit into a pot. See what works. Alright. I guess I don't... Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. Satisfying fish porridge. There we go. Zokkiri masho. Zokkiri masho. That looks disgusting.
Such peculiar antlers on that deer.
I'm a person, weirdo. Alright, I gave you...
Well met.
Fancy a peek at the cuts that just come back whenever you crave a proper chop.
Hey there, what cut you looking for?
Okay, do I give you the thing I just made? Excuse me. Why does everybody love raccoons? Because raccoons are adorable. Alright, I think I just give it to her. But I can't give it to her. What am I supposed to do? What do you want me to do, lady? Okay, whatever. Well, I guess I'm keeping this food because you don't want it back.
I can't help but marvel at those. Why do the moose antlers grow so wide? They must be so heavy.
Hi, Cam.
They're usually calm, but
Hello, Merlin. How you doing?
you'll feel the full force of those antlers.
The first raccoon hate you've ever seen. I think it might just be like a North American thing. We love raccoons, even though they're little buggers that get into our trash. But I'd imagine like people from other continents might not like them so much. Or maybe it's just American raccoons are way more cuter than raccoons anywhere else in the world.
Welcome back. Always good to see you.
The area around its eyes was all red. Kinda strange.
Good lady, shut up about the deer, damn.
Saw a partridge with red eye markings. Pretty striking. It was a dazzling, majestic bird.
Just gonna back away slowly.
Good day.
It wants me to talk to a child. But so far, it's just having me run around talk to random people. Look familiar? Sorry, I just have one of those faces. No, don't gift her anything. Actually, here. You can have this thing I found in the sewer. She loves it.
I feel your eyes on me.
Does that mean I can get married?
Hello. Celebrating anything in particular?
Hi, Merlin. Dahlia? I love your name, Dahlia.
Ooh, watch its toad.
Sorry about that.
If I can.
I do that in real life.
Love the way it cracks under the bite.
When I turn around, I don't really pay attention, and I just run into people.
Something wrong?
We're running late, but he just won't come down.
Tengo el buen mil. Yay, good job.
Before anyone notices.
Buen trabajo.
Really upset.
Rulipy.
Can you help me get him down? Gigi!
Aren't you a shy in Black Desert? In Black Desert, Rulipy is a famous traveler. But it's not a child, it's a shy.
The chief gets scary when he's mad.
Which are like these short people. You use the bow? Beaver. Hey, I'm not doing this. There we go. Kitty, come here. I just telekinetically grabbed the cat.
Thank you. Gigi, you scared me half to death.
Gigi, just like in Kiki's delivery service.
Yeah, you saved us from a good scolding. If you ever visit my town, come say hi.
Rude.
If I have time.
Wait, you don't like it when I telekinetically grab cats?
I think you'd love it there.
I'd say the real joke, but I think that's not PG.
Well,
You thought this is where winds meet? Nah.
Make sure you come visit.
Wait, there's not enough martial arts.
Wait, where is your village?
Yep, that's a shy. Yep, I knew it. I know Rulapi when I see it. You can't trick me, game. I see what you're doing.
Master of the chisel set my image in stone? I thought I smelled
Something in that lantern's glow that steals my resolve. Hi.
Sorry, you might see me nerd out about Black Desert a lot. Saying this. Soy rosado. You changed to pink.
That lantern's light takes me back to my old hometown.
Good night, Cam. So sorry, I'm like really absorbed into this game. Sorry, Cam. You have a good night. Thank you for the lurk.
Welcome in. Say the word if you need a hand.
What do you sell? Rocks?
Name it and I'll fetch it for you.
They're minerals, god damn it. Shovel. Shovel to uncover rare items buried underground with a shovel equipped. Oh my god. Pickaxe. There's fucking life skills. Oh my god. What's up, Noah? How you doing? The mallet is used to drive protruding structures deep into place. With the mallet equipped... Wait, what do you mean protrusions? Am I building? Do I get to build my own house? There's fishing. There's fishing.
Quality is guaranteed. Looking for something in particular? Please.
I'm now broke. Anytime. What's up? Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Alright, I'm supposed to be, like, completing quests and stuff, but I'm too busy just wandering around.
I can't use this hammer anymore. Perfect. I can finally fix my hammer. That's a weight off my shoulders, thank you. Here, a token of my appreciation.
Shield and some other stuff. Okay, thank you. Read Ternali's flyers. Why am I reading flyers? Contribution is a special... Oh my god, there's contribution in this? Which means I'm probably going to need contribution for something at some point. I'm going to have to go read everything. In case you don't know anything about Black Desert, in order to like invest in nodes for like gathering and whatnot, you need something called contribution. And contribution is usually given by knowledge, so you have to like learn things. What's up, Merlin? Infamous Whispers? What's that? You had to go to school today, which was so boring. Yeah, but it's school. It's important. And it's more important than ever these days. But, are you glad to be home, though? I'm sure you're probably, ecstatic to not be at school at the moment.
Can't you do a single bloody thing right? Oh. Get back up there and clean it.
Ma'am, I think he's dead.
Stop whinging and get up. Oh. Can't even handle cleaning a bloody chimney. Some husband you turned out to be. Can you believe him? We got fittings all afternoon.
Is he all right?
I think I'm gonna stay out of this one.
Show.
Fight the final boss?
He always acts up when we're
I don't think I'm anywhere near that, Dio. I'm sorry. Literally just started.
Less complaining.
Excuse me? I could have just bloody died.
Same old performance, Arlen. I was hoping that fall would knock some sense into
He fell
you.
from up there and she's bitching at him.
Off the roof. That really hurt.
What a
I'm
wife.
sure it did. Just like when you slammed your hand into the door last week. Eh?
Oh, come on now.
Enough. I'll do it for you.
Oh, well,
Much
we wouldn't want to
obliged.
burden you.
Lauren, let the man work.
Shut it. Now that's a real man.
Oh, whoa, madam, please. Climb. Clean the chimney. First, I gotta turn off the lantern. Yeah, guys, your house is on fire, by the way. Okay, broom. LB to aim while standing on top of the chimney, then press RB to clean it. Can't believe I'm doing fucking chores. I guess every good RPG starts off doing chores, eh? This game, Noah, is Crimson Desert.
Would you come off it, woman?
Hi, Aki.
Where are you?
So, Eepy.
Come now.
Were you working hard?
Run ragged if you could. Can't blame you for a little
I can
theatrics.
still hear
eh?
you.
Hey?
Aye, till she finds a better actor for the role.
Lauren, give him some of our finest attire. Think of it as a gift from me to you, eh? Farewell.
Sure, why not? Don't expect you to start listening to me now.
I get clothes now. How does the computer handle this game? It's a wee bit choppy. My computer could handle this if I wasn't streaming. It'd be fine. I'd be getting a full 120 on the highest. But streaming and playing at the same time is, yeah.
Hey everyone, DM__save just banned Slacker from the following in-game action, evil. Everyone point and laugh.
Evil? Okay, well the thing is, Dame, you have to tell me what your definition of evil is. Because morality is subjective. I look so stupid. Why do I have a metal fedora? Examine the key from the old man. Okay. Milady. Welcome home, Aki. So what happened with your mysterious suitor, Aki? It's like no, I you're sweet, Dale. No, what I mean is, like, what is your definition of evil, not the definition of evil. It was a stupid joke. I'm sorry. It's supposed to be like a philosophical thing. Because morality, things like good and evil are considered subjective things. What's good and evil to me is not the same thing as what's good and evil for you. We may share similar definitions in some regard, but not fully. Also, you scared me with that, beaver.
Been a while. That last piece still holding up?
That's okay, damn. Don't worry about it. You chased him down and said you weren't interested. Good. That's still really funny to me. Alright, we're going to the castle. King of the castle, king of the castle. Get out of my way.
Everyone on patrol in that place was ill.
Oh. So I gotta sneak into the castle? Can I climb? Oh my god, it's like Assassin's Creed. Okay, bitching. I love this. Ain't no door gonna hold me back. I'm like a mountain goat. I'm stuck though. The HDR right now is going insane. Stop it. See that mountain? You can climb it. Okay, so the place I gotta go is right beneath me. So let's not break a leg, alright? Aquí en el ocaso. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es ocaso en inglés?
Mind yourself out there.
Oh, this door's always locked.
There's a treasure chest somewhere. I smell it. Hey, where's the treasure chest? She was trying to give me a hint, wasn't she? Oh, this door is always locked. She's looking right at me like, hey, stupid, that means go check out that door. What's up, Deku? How you doing? Artifact. Ooh. This gate. We're gonna meet the black spirit. We're in the Matrix. Open your mind, Neo. That little bunny fella? Hello, little bunny fella. In Black Desert, I have a pet of that little animal. Here in the sunset. Oh, Ocaso means sunset? Good night, Merlin. Have a good night. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Abyss nexuses are spread all across Pywell. Use your lantern or blinding flash to reveal their location, then stand on an Abyss nexus to activate it. Once active, you can it's fast travel. Neat. So it's just like the Abyss Well. Okay, that's cool.
Welcome back from the ad break. If you hate ads, consider a sub or using your Twitch Prime.
Come back, come back, come back. Wait, no. Choppy. Why am I carrying it like this? I thought I was gonna like pet it or something. What the hell? Come here. What the fuck, dude? Hey, look at me. Don't do that. Hey, look at me. Don't do that. Don't throw the bunnies. You asshole. Jeez, man. Some people. Emote only chat? Oh, that's because I have to do it. I have to turn on emote only chat. And the thing is, nobody has ever redeemed it, so I don't have a thing to automatically do it. Quite honestly, I forgot that that option even existed. So it looks like he's got a plate on his head. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's time for dinner. Come get your dinner, Dayon. You weren't meant to do that? What do you mean, Beaver? What'd you do? Sorry, I get too distracted by shiny things. Time to retire your sleepy? Okay, Dayon. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Have a good rest of your night. Don't worry about it, Beaver. It's okay.
Ah, you're finally here. He's waiting for you. This power will help you get inside.
Okay, thank you, random talking bird. Goodbye, Dayon. You take a bat. What? Use Axiom Force. The Axiom Force can be used to grab and move objects. After grabbing an object, use R, LT, RT to move it. Rotate the disc, filling the circuit to restore the connection. Okay. Oh, so it's basically like the hand thing from Tears of the Kingdom. Can you tell me how to do it again? The hell? I have Sage's abilities? So when can I do this? Oh my gosh. Okay, stop wasting arrows, jackass. Okay, Axiom Force is hold down L. Okay. By Dayon, a type of dismissal in Spanish would be de bañas. Oh. So it translated. I get it. Okay. Okay, well, the te bañas, Dayon. Ooh.
I've been waiting for you. Just as virtue paves the path to wisdom, your deeds have brought us together once more.
You're that beggar.
I am a Lustin, and this
I
is
knew
the
it.
Axiom Archive. It is a repository of the universe's grand designs. Each record, the blueprint of a single world.
Why did you summon me?
There are beings who have brought chaos to your world, the consequences of which extend to even you and your comrades.
You have news of them?
You will cross paths with those who escaped Fate's grasp. But the balance of this world and the Abyss has begun to falter. If the cosmic order frays any further, our world, the Abyss, and reality itself will unravel. You must restore the balance before it's too late.
I don't know what you mean.
Such a grand undertaking begins with small acts that will have profound effect on the fate of your world.
What's up, Zymier? Shout out? Okay. Shout out to you, Zymier's world. Am I saying that right? What's up? How you doing it? How you doing? You got it, bud. What do you want me to do? Did I grab the wrong thing? I did grab the wrong thing. Okay. So you can miss. Interesting. Am I above like the entire game world? This just brings more Tears of the Kingdom comparisons to me to mind. I mean, I know this is the Abyss, just like in Black Desert, but the Abyss is like an empty void. It's like a big ocean that's in a well, basically. There's like a million things I gotta explain. Basically, go get Black Desert. Go download it and play it. You know what I'm talking about. Jump! Oh my god. Why is he not jumping? Why did you do that? Completely freaking missed. Okay. Careful. 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 This is making me nervous. There's no consequences for falling, but it's still making me really nervous. Probably the height. Get over here. Doesn't work. Thought I could be like Scorpion. My gosh. This frickin' world is gigantic. It would be like really interesting is if it turns out you could like import your Black Desert character, like one of them, and then do like online play with people here. I'm curious about that red area over there. Is that the Crimson Desert? Welcome back, Erica. Oh, he automatically jumps. Okay, cool. I don't gotta push the button. Okay, that's just a teleport thing. Okay. The floating power core to the deactivated lantern. Floating power core. Deactivated lantern? Yeah, is that what it wants me to do? Oh, okay. Okay, pull, push, move. But I can't bring it down. Okay, so it must not be on this level. $100 XP? For what? What do you have XP in? Is that a YouTube thing? I'm not too familiar with how the YouTube systems work. Sorry. Okay, no. Looking at the minimap, it's definitely over here somewhere. Is it this thing? Oh. Is it this thing? Oh, wait a minute. I'm so dumb. It's that right there. Whoa. Ow. Ow. Sorry, your boy Slacker's a little slow. Let's go here. Okay, that projector thing is showing that it goes on a... I'm guessing it goes over there. Skill has been learned. Gather energy in your palm and release it in a single powerful strike that reduces the target's defense. So I guess there is martial arts. Synthesize the abyss cell. Oh boy. Shit's wanting me to do synthesis now. I just want to fight shit, bro. Falcon punch. Force bomb is a skill that I use to strike the great force. For the force bomb, while spirit is charged, be used to operate special devices or push objects. Enhancing force bomb will allow you to unleash even more power. Okay. Hang on the middle of the powered device. Activate it with force palm. Hang on the middle. So jump up there. Ouch. How do I get up there? Game, you did not explain how to get back up there. Guess I gotta climb my way out. That's not what I meant to do. I stabbed it. Wow, the entire abyss is powered by a battery, huh? Oh, that's my temperature gauge. I thought that was my health. Turns out my health is on the left of the mini map. You probably should have picked somebody smarter to come here. Not gonna lie. They should not be bringing dum-dums here. Is that who I think it is?
So, have you decided on your path?
Forgot her name. Damn.
Sorry.
She's like the main witch in video.
I am White Crow, a guardian of the Abyss and a protector
don't
of
think
your
so.
world's cosmic order.
You're the woman from the sewer.
The kindness you showed me back then will guide you on your path. Here, take these wings. The power to soar through the open skies is yours.
These
to
broken
command.
wings. I get to fly?
It's time to return.
Oh, is it? It's just to glide out of the sky. Okay.
You're telling me to jump? Worry not. Those wings will see you down safely.
Now, take flight.
If only they had told him how to actually use them.
The world is yours to explore.
Oh. X to use the power. Okay. Press X while midair to fly. Be mindful of your stamina. You'll be unable to fly once it's fully depleted. Okay, I regain stamina though. I just quickly like, boom. That's the same, no, never mind. I was gonna say that's the same cloak that the Black Spirit wears, but no, I think I'm wrong. So now it's just, it's up to me now, huh? Oh. Get over here. Oh, really? Wait, I don't have a shield. Guys, hold on. Well, now it's just like where winds meet. Okay, now this is pod racing. I basically just get to play as the frickin' sage. Oh. Okay. Give me my shield. Hello, Erica. Oh, they put me right back here, huh? Okay, let's get our freaking sword and shield re-equipped, shall we? Wait, I do have them equipped. So why am I punching? That's why. There we go. Okay. Sorry, everybody. I'm just really stupid. course, Erica. I can be everybody's friend, don't worry. What the hell happened to that bird? It just fell out of the sky. Interesting how he was just hanging out one day and decided, I wonder what this pendant does that I've been carrying in my pocket. Like you didn't
Did you hear all the grey mates got wiped out?
think to like pull it out of your pocket and check it out sooner? Oh, okay. Not a very inquisitive fella, is he? Okay, good. So you can use it from any height. Good. That means I can recklessly jump off cliffs now. I'm glad. Oh. You can hide in hay. That's real neat. What's that bird want? What do you want? You got a message for me? White Crow's letter. Oh, that's the flyer it wanted me to look at. Refinement. Refine your equipment at the smithy to temper its strength. With the necessary materials, Fortress Fire will reveal its true potential. Okay, cool. Thank you. Oh. I skipped the whole quest line like a dummy. Abyss nexuses are spread all across Pywell. Yeah, I know. I already... Oh, that's all that was for? Okay, cool. Wait, there's also this letter. Oh. It cannot be read. Okay, got it. Is it because I don't know how to read, or is it because it's sealed by magic? Dude, attack! What? Attack! This guy, I swear. Oh yeah, fuck him up. Are you doing all right?
Should you need aid, just say the word.
A word. I wonder if there's gonna be like boss weapons in this game.
I can taste your fear.
Oh, bandit. Okay. You are interesting looking fellas. Wait, are you goblins? Oh, there is a parry. Okay. I'm just too slow to use it normally. Just slaughtering them as they give up and run away. Like when I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima, and the guys run away in fear, and I'm still like chasing them and killing them. Liberating a region. Factions may blockade. You can liberate these. Blah, blah, blah. Once free, these locations offer new stories to experience and powerful benefits to aid your journey. Okay. It's saying I committed a crime. Oops. I think it's when I killed the goblin that was surrendering. I violated the Geneva Convention by doing that. Ooh. New helmet? Painting? I'll take that. Let me put on this new helmet. Because the one I'm wearing right now is stupid looking. There we go. Now I look less stupid. Uh-oh. Just casually ignoring the thing telling me that there's a trap. Good job. Can I attack that? Okay, good. I can attack it. Okay. Epidote? Epidote? I've never heard that word before. Ah, yes. The Vision is a special device used to read memory fragments scattered throughout the world. Activate the device to witness past events or uncover hidden leads. However, you must be extra careful, as memories containing intense emotions can overwhelm the wearer. I look silly. Press to equip the vision. Okay. Then hold and select the Vision to read the memory. What? This is cool.
This, you're fortunate indeed. Surprised? I'm not actually there. What you're looking at is a memory. More precisely, one of the moment I recorded this. This device is called the Visione. It captures
Visione.
information gathered from the world around it, and then projects that scene back to the viewer.
So it's basically VR.
Meddle with the user's mind. A small flaw, perhaps, but hardly worth worrying over. Now then, nameless fortunate soul, enjoy the Visione to the fullest.
Cool. Okay, so does this thing just like record things? Or do I have to find a new one every time I find a new place? Oh my god, this is just 1 cent? Okay, this ain't worth my time. Anything else? Can I climb up? I think I'm just gonna wear this from now on because it makes me look silly, and I like it. I look like an alien. Nothing else up here, I see.
Finally! I almost dozed off waiting for you.
I recognize that voice. That's that kid from Baldur's Gate.
For getting Gigi back.
What's her name?
And Gigi
She's
says
the
he'll
red-headed
take care of
kid
himself.
that
So
goes
stick
to your
close
camp.
And follow his lead. All right then. See you next time.
Follow a kitty? Okay, come on, kitty, let's go. Let's go, Gigi. Take me on an adventure. So shiny. Where'd the cat go? Oh, there we go. See, I wish random kitties that I saw out in the wild would lead me on adventures. Normally they either run away from me or they just lay there and let me pet them. Haunted Hill. This cat's taking me on a ghost adventure. God, you birds are so noisy. Partridge? Am I seriously carrying it by its feet? What am I meant to do by holding things like that? I see. Okay. This little fella used telekinesis to lift the door. Learn nature's grasp through observation. What? I did that. Y and B on a target to use nature's grasp, allowing you to lift or move heavy objects. Okay. Y and B. Okay, that's over dramatic. Eleanor to inner focus, slowing down time, spirit regenerates. Okay. So it's a meditation thing. Oh. Puzzle time. All right. Easy. Come on. Who you think you're dealing with here? All right, Rulipi.
Should be fine. Oh, you're the one who helped my friend. I have a gift
Illwise?
for you.
Another shy. Yep, another shy.
Sure it'll come in handy. Now the power of nature flows through you. If Rulipi trusts you, then I can entrust this power to you. See ya.
Power of nature. Does that mean I can command trees now? Go to Hernan Square. Okay. almost makes me kind of feel like Howl from Howl's Moving Castle when he has that like bird form. Pumpkin. Oh, steal. I can't steal yet, guys. I'm still not a criminal. At least the stamina recharges quickly and your character's not sitting there like,
Running
oh
out of
god.
places to put up the bounty notices. More outlaws by the day, yet no one ever gets
Outlaws?
caught.
What's
Court?
going on?
Interested? Take one. Drag any in and you'll be paid for your trouble. It depends on who you catch. Some fetch a fair bit, others only a few coins. But you'll get whatever amount what's written on the notice. For what it's worth, you'll have my thanks too if you bring in the bastards. Good day.
Sorry, I'm just fixing the Jeffrey? Okay. We'll go bounty hunt Jeffrey. The bounty is $1. He has a bounty on his head for stealing money from numerous worst time for Eon to sneak in. Stealing money from numerous people in Hernan City. A bounty will be rewarded to anyone who captures the fugitive. However, only half the bounty rewarded if killed. Okay. I get $1 if I bring him in.
Go stay somewhere else.
I was warned about folks like you.
This guy has a basket on his head. Salvatore has a bounty on his head for running away after committing murder in Velua. A bounty will be paid to anyone who apprehends this fugitive and delivers him to the constabulary. $12? I think we'll go after this guy.
You have an ill-favored look about you.
I must face a Greymane myself.
That would be me.
You're looking for Greymanes?
Huh? Oh, what do we have here?
Look at this. I think a Greymane's gone and found us.
Ah, our lucky day. How much was Muradin's bounty again?
A fat sack of silver.
Is your life worth so little?
Enough.
Hey.
I apologize for my men. They may have given you the wrong impression. I am the knight, Matthias. I've long wished to test my skills against a Greymane. What say you? You're here, standing before me? What reason have you to refuse my challenge?
None I can think of.
So it's true what they say.
Look at all these people rushing in. You fucking cheese muscles.
You walk your chosen path, even when staring death in the face. Ah, I hope you live up to the legends.
I don't aim to disappoint.
Quite a quick tongue. Is your sword arm as quick?
He kick, huh?
Greymane.
What are you doing, dude? What are you doing, dude? What the hell was that?
Your reputation is deserved.
Are you sure you're a knight, bro? I can't parry him. What the hell? He got me through my shield.
I call you to combat.
Not what I want, not what I want. Whoa. Pump kick. Hold Y to perform a powerful two-footed kick that sends your enemy flying. Hold Y, okay. Okay, that's cool. Really want to fuck with me, son? What? I kicked your ass. What the? Oh, round two, huh?
This is a duel for the ages. I won't hold back any longer. Show me your all. You do not disappoint me, Greymane.
Oh, I can't read that. Got it. Okay.
It's not over yet. I call you to combat. Defend yourself. This is a duel for the ages.
Let's see my own damage. Oh, you can throw. Man, I'm learning all kinds through about combat through this.
This is a duel for the ages.
This is fun just throwing him. I win.
They say Balun's finest swordsman is a Greymane. It was an honor to duel him.
You're not bad yourself.
I had believed I was quite strong, but the world is vast and there are many who are stronger still. It was a good match, Greymane.
You okay there, buddy? I better not find you dead later.
Greymane, you're as remarkable as I've heard. It appears the clucking of house hens held a kernel of truth. I am Barden Midler, the Marshal of Hernan. I serve Marquis Circus, Lord and Steward of this land. It is an honor to witness such swordsmanship.
What do you want?
Pardon my presumptuousness, but I have come with an urgent request. We're short-handed. We need the help of someone like you, Greymane.
Marshal, I've been meaning to thank you.
Get to the point.
Of late, the peace in this region has been sorely troubled. Brigands run rampant, and despite our best attempts, we've been unable to thwart them. I believe they have a powerful benefactor pulling the strings. However, we have
Still
no
don't know how
solid
anyone's able to
evidence
take me
support
seriously
this
with this
claim.
helmet.
We can't afford further investigation. If you were to lend us your aid, Marquis Circus will be more than pleased.
Sorry, but my priority is finding my comrades. And I'm not sure I'd be much help on my own.
The Marquis is a generous lord. He will surely aid in re-establishing the Greymanes. Until we meet again.
Defeat the enemies around Springtide Mill. Ooh, cool.
What is it?
Time to go and fight and explore finally. That's what I've been wanting. Okay. Let's check out.
The master of the anvil stands
Refinement.
before you.
They wanted me to refine this shield. Okay, I see.
This forge is restored. Remember, wise warriors tend to their gear.
I need something sturdier.
Brother, stop.
I need to go and find some decent minerals. I just can't leave the forge.
I've heard there's rich deposits in the rock fissures.
Welcome back from the ad break.
You want me to go mining?
Swinging a pickaxe should be a breeze. Fetch me a few good unbroken chunks, would you?
Seems like the frames have calmed down a bit. Can I raise the graphics up some? Oops, sorry about that. I'm gonna try raising the graphics just a wee bit. It doesn't seem to have affected anything. Cool. I want to explore and go kill things, so let's go do that. Yes, I know. I'm a psychopath. Sue me. Come on, horsey.
Hiya.
Wait, this is the place? So bandits can just go and like take over whatever they want. This place is kind of lame. You guys can't even like take on some bandits. And now that I know I can throw people, I'm just gonna be throwing everybody.
Making me work for it, eh? I live for this.
Get the fuck off my cliff. Why do these guys have abyss artifacts? Where do bandits just like casually get freaking abyss artifacts from? Unless I missed a lore thing. What in the hell?
Scurry off to where you came from. Gotta have your gas for gas.
Now they're done. You guys are done. That's right. Piss off. I'm the best. Hey, thank you for the likes. Notice board is where you'll find requests for help from the locals and learn about dangerous criminals with bounties on their heads. Okay. You guys need my help? Looking for someone skilled with a pickaxe. Okay, this is literally the job he just gave me. Looking for a skilled chef. We have an important guest arriving soon. I'd like to serve them a special fish dish, but having spent my whole life... yep, I already did that. What? Looking for someone to find the cow stolen by bandits. Okay, okay. A new job. Nice. Recently, strange noises have been coming from a cave across the south of Hernand. I can't tell if it's animals or people, but it's so loud it's driving me crazy. The noise echoes every night. I can't even drink in peace. I'm heading to the cave to check it out, so come find me if you've got the courage. I love the little illustrations. I love how derpy medieval art is. Looking for someone to catch the bastard who cut off my goat's horns. I need someone to bring in the lunatic who cut the horns off the goat I raised with care. May the thief who took my precious goat's horns suffer divine punishment. I'd prefer to discuss the details in person. Come to the farm on the way down the southern farm. Okay. I'm looking for my precious friend Wooly. He disappeared without warning, and I think someone may have taken him. If you happen to see Wooly, please let me know right away. Come down to the farm and cross the eastern bridge. Oh no,
The
somebody
black
stole
never
this.
face you head on. Those cowards.
Excuse you? Talking to me? Kitty. Hey, kitty. Your little calico. Oh, good. He does pick up the kitties normally. Well, this is my friend now. Okay, I want everybody to meet Humphrey, my special little friend. This is my cat now. Nobody else can have it. Isn't that right, Humphrey? Isn't that right?
You really get all your cows stolen. What do you do to bring Solomon's scorn down upon
He's
you?
just lost his cattle and his home. We should be comforting the man.
Bollocks. He promised me his fattest heifer. That's gone.
I'll get back my cows, everyone. Just need some faith. Solomon is sure to bring them back. You'll see.
You think them rotten bandits just gonna bring them all back? Huh? A bloody fool's what you are, brother.
He's got a point, you know. Your cows are as good as dead, I reckon.
Yeah, she's right. I've asked for aid all over town. I've even put up notices.
Did you ask the town guard? You're not
Get
the
his
only
ass
one
kicked or
being
something? Why is his face all
terrorized, you know.
bruised?
Aye, it's worth a try.
Sure, it's just they've got their hands full dealing with those bleed bandits.
Bastards always have an excuse.
They ain't nothing but
What's up, Tavis?
noblemen's lapdogs, that lot.
It's been 3 days. I'm sure they'll come out.
How you doing? What you up to?
Well, you can wait all you want, Bremer.
I'm doing all right. Thanks for asking. How you doing?
They will. They have to.
That's enough. Let's just go. No matter how much we fuss, the cows aren't coming back.
What has the world come to, eh?
Are you in need of help?
Huh? Yes. Yes, please. I've lost everything. I need all the help in the world.
Pretty good? Awesome. I'm glad to hear
My
that.
home has been
Glad you're doing pretty
blasted
good.
to splinters, bits here and there. And then bandits took every last one of my cows. Solomon has put trial after trial before me.
Is that your house?
It was, before it became kindling. Blasted boulder fell from the sky. And bandits plucked up whatever rock didn't lay flat. They even took my precious cows. Every one of them.
His little dancing around, performing.
Any idea why?
Not even the slightest.
So funny. He's so animated.
Told them to just take the damn cows, but they took their fists to my face, demanding more and more. Just look what they did to my face.
Hey, calm down.
I'm not asking for much. I'm just trying to get by. Please, help me get my cows back. Please.
I can try.
Thank you so much.
That was quite the performance you put on there, man. Hello, piggies. Hello, little piggies. How are you doing, little piggies? Steal? Oh, I don't want to steal them. I just want to pet them. I guess I can't pet the piggies. You can't always pet the little piggies. You can't always pet the little pigs. Jesus, how far away is this? Well, I guess we're going hiking up the mountains. What was this, ore? Oops. That's it? You only get 2 for one thing? No, come on. I gotta be able to get more out of that. I guess it's only 2 out of each one. Stop jumping, bro.
What's happened to your goat?
Their horns have all been locked off.
Did you cut them off, Ibano?
Why would someone... Were you that desperate for money?
Why the hell would I do that?
Calm down.
Just what? That sound like the Urbano you know? Huh? Well, does it? Does it?
All right.
Everybody's so animated
They
in
were
this
to be
world.
sold off in a few days. Who the hell will buy them now? Fuck!
At least you didn't lose anything else.
The hell I didn't. Those rotten bastards. Oh, took bloody everything.
That explains it. We see some strange folk lurking around your house, didn't we? Right? Tell him.
Wait. What?
Yeah, I saw it too.
You did fuck all?
I drank a lot that day. Eh?
Why didn't you say something
What can we do
earlier?
about it? We're bound to get caught sooner or later. Hey?
Hey.
Let's get going.
Come have a drink once you calm down.
Ah! Arsehole!
Couldn't help overhearing. You were robbed.
The fuck are you? You trying to get me worked up again?
Calm down. I'm not here to cause trouble.
By the sun, you're strong.
Tell me, what happened?
You heard for yourself, didn't you? Some thieving scum sacked my house. They would have done me in too if I hadn't gone and run off. Oh.
And were they after something?
Some bit of rock. I heard it clear. Heard him say they was ordered to find it. Didn't say by who.
And you had it?
What I do with some bloody rock? Eat it? Now that I think of it, maybe they meant those stones that have been falling from the sky. Aha!
I'll try and track the thieves down.
Well, wait, really? Well, get going then. I'll reward you for finding even a single spoon.
Hey, bro, just go to Kmart, bro. You can get spoons for cheap. Aw, poor little goats. They lost their horns. Get out of the way, goat.
Excuse me. Have you got a moment? Me baby's gone and called me Pa at last.
Fuck do I
was
care?
so happy I couldn't get a wink of sleep.
Oh.
Can I help you?
Okay, what is that? What did you just give me? Oh. Oh. Document. Letter. No, that's not it. The old letter. Lost letter. Oh. Keen senses sharpen your reflexes and split-second decision-making in combat. Higher enhancement levels unlock more advanced skills. Learning keen senses grants access to the parry ability. Guarding just before an impact allows you to perfectly deflect enemy strikes. Enhancing keen senses further unlocks both dodge and counter. Oh, excuse me. Allowing you to evade danger at the last possible moment or strike back to disrupt an enemy's rhythm. Okay. Neat. I just gotta figure out how to enhance skills. Hey, ducks. Hello, Pato. How are you? Long time no see. How you been? You're good? I'm good too. Thank you for asking. I have been quite well. Just tired lately. I'm glad to hear that you are doing well.
The fuck are you doing? There's nothing but bandits that way.
But what about the cows? Hey, all right.
Fuck the cows, and don't go saying a word about them to Bremer.
See you later.
Better he lost his cows than his life.
Those cows are his whole life. Show some sympathy.
I'm just being honest. Cows.
That's okay.
ain't
You don't
worth
have to
getting
say
killed
sorry.
over.
Yes. What I'm trying to say is...
Yes, I did eat. I ate a couple hours ago.
You know where the stolen cows are?
Like 4 hours
Why
ago.
would you ask us about that? Oh, you reek of cow shit. Fresh off the farm, are you? Ugh, what a stink.
Well, yeah, I know where they are.
He was asking me. Hi. I saw them. Follow me. I'll lead you to them.
What about you, Pato? Did you eat yet? Come on, horsey. Aye, there's a good horsey.
The world sure has been cruel to Bremer.
How so?
Well, his cows were stolen. And a stone from the sky crushed his own to splinters. Poor Sod's story has become the talk of the town. If that Willian boy didn't find Bremer among the rubble, that poor coward would be on Solomon's steps right now. Ask him why that rock was sent his way. He's quite the devout man.
You have a return trip to your country? Oh, going home, huh? Have you been on vacation or something?
Well, I suppose he should be grateful just to have survived.
Or, visiting or something?
How wretched this has been for Bremer. Those dead cows on the left are his, I reckon. The work of those damn bandits. The bandits' hideout is just a little further. I saw them take all of Bremer's cattle with my own eyes. There's a strange smell getting stronger the closer we get.
And where is your home country, if you don't mind me asking? Where are you from? Stayed 3 days in a country you didn't know? Oh my goodness. Well, I hope you're okay.
This is as far as your coin gets you. Good luck.
You're from Texas, so you're from here in the U.S.? What country were you visiting? Hey, John, what's going on, my friend? Guatemala and Mexico. Oh, that sounds like fun. I could definitely see how it'd be a little scary, though, if you're not from there. What's up, John? How's your night?
Let's see how you fare. You shit! Rotten little shit!
I don't know what is killing those guys. Hiding at work. Good luck. I hope nobody finds you. Hope you get all of the peace and quiet that you deserve. Has work been okay for you though? What were we doing in Florida? Lantern reacts and sends signals to a location where there is a memory fragment. Take out the lantern and shine it in your surroundings. Reveal the memory in the fragment. You can play the revealed memory at any location or any time with a vision. My God, hurry up and learn then, dude. Jeez. Trying to work on your book series right now. Your issue is just sitting down and getting it done. Oh, I feel that, man. I got like a million stories that I need to just work on. But I have neither the motivation nor the mental energy.
It went completely mad and then died? How could it just
Waited a day at the airport because he had no one to take you to a hotel. Oh, wait, are you all by yourself?
Is this you idiots? I told you to use it sparingly. Why even
And also not to mention my drawing practice, which I should be doing whenever I have free time, but I just don't. So, you know, I'm definitely very terrible at this. you know how the entire chapter plays out, you know how to write it. Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, I know where I want my stories to go. I know how I even know how I want them to end. The problem is I don't know how to start them. You know, like I don't, I mean, I like, how do I say this? I know how the stories, how I want them to begin, but I don't know how to just like begin them, you know? So yeah, I feel ya. What in the world does that mean, Pato? Ooh, a $25 bounty.
Get on with it then! I'll grind you to dust!
Oh, Jesus Christ. Sent that guy flying. Mask. Okay, does that mean I can finally steal?
You better watch yourself. I beg you. I can go home thanks to you.
Yeah, I don't know how writers do it. All right, John. Thanks for being here, man. Appreciate you. Hope you have a good rest of your evening. You see, I am pushing X. Yet he does that. Curious. There we go, finally.
Go. Run.
To the beach and then to the zoo. Oh my gosh, you had a heck of a day. That sounds like a lot of fun. Wish I could go to the beach and then to the zoo. And me? What about me? What's the question mark for? Interesting. What have I done? Ah, nothing too fancy. Just been working and streaming. I wasn't able to stream yesterday because my internet went out. And we had to have somebody come out and fix it this morning. But all they had to do was give us a new modem. Because apparently our old modem had given up.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, nothing too glamorous. I mean, I've been alright. Been doing alright.
Dead. All of them. I'm sorry.
Curse those scoundrels!
You'll be all right.
It's Solomon's will. Please take this. Everyone pitched in.
Thank you for your kindness.
And we'd like to request.
Say no more.
Are you saying that you'll,
Aye. I'll hunt down the ones responsible.
Thank you. You truly are a good person. I don't know what to say.
I really like to play. Yep.
Bandits aren't the sort you
I mean, I'm a gamer.
You catch them, so no one else will have to suffer.
That is what we do. Although I am going to. Oh, I can learn a bunch of skills. Okay, so we got nature or spirit, which I think is like our stamina and stuff. Axiom force, and then armed combat. Oh, abyssal artifacts. That's what they're for. Okay. When do I get a better sword, bro? Okay, what did that do? Evasive slash. RB plus B to strike while dodging backwards. Oh, that's neat. Okay. Forward slash. RT to take a strong step forward and deliver a powerful slash. RT to lunge forward and follow up with a finishing slash. Okay. RB plus Y to wind up and deliver a swift forward thrust. I like that. Oops. All right, Pato. Well, the thing is, I think I'm about to call it for the night, because I am getting tired and it is getting late. Charge. While guarding, press A twice. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Spinning slash. RB and A to perform a short leap and the enemy slash the enemy while spinning. I know, I'll try spinning. That's a neat trick. LB RT. RBRT to perform a spinning overhead strike that sends enemies flying. Okay. RBRT while using another skill to quickly chain into turning slash. Interesting. Okay. Seems like this combat is pretty in depth. Which I like. I can't wait to like actually get good at this game, because I feel like it'll be a lot of fun. But that is actually where I am going to call it, my friends. I know it's not a super long stream like usual, but like I said, I'm getting tired and I need to wind down for the night. Alrighty, everybody. Let's see, who do we got on TikTok? We got a couple people on TikTok. All right. Well, I will say goodnight to TikTok first, and then we will raid out on Twitch. So thank you, everybody, for coming out and following. Bye, Aki. Okay, there you are. I thought you fell asleep. Bye, Aki. Thank you for being here. Have a good rest of your night. appreciate your support as always, and I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm just gonna play more Crimson Desert tomorrow because I really like this game. So expect some more of that. You guys take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful night. Bye bye. All right, Twitch. Let's go raid out, shall we? What lucky person Oh, never mind. No point in reading, I guess. Yep. All right, I'm just gonna end stream then. Well, thank you everybody for being here. Appreciate all of you. Have a wonderful night. And like I said, I'll be back tomorrow with more Crimson Desert because I like this game and I want to get into the exploration bit of it. So you all please take care of yourselves and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.